Hi.
Hey,
Talk to me about your week, your weekend.
um, well, I've been good, but in this weekend I had a fight with my sister, and this really concerns me because we are really close to each other, and right now we don't talk, and this really gets me overwhelmed.
Okay, so you're telling me that you've been good, but you're a little concerned because you had a fight with your sister. You're very close to her, so
Yeah.
you haven't been feeling okay.
hmm
Okay, and can you tell me more about this whole discussion or fight you had?
It was really dumb, actually.
Dumb?
Yes, because my sister told me to do the dishes, but I was busy uploading a homework.
Okay.
So I was trying to make, because I left it at like the last minute, so I was doing like roughly, and so my sister, I kind of ignored her because I was really focused on my homework, and so as I ignored her, um, she started to pushing me more. Come on, do the dishes right now, and like that. But at one point, I got really mad that I yelled at her, and I called her to shut up, and also called her stupid. So I didn't mean to, but I just said that, and so she got really mad.
Okay, and what was her reaction? Can you give me more details on what happened
Yes.
after that?
Yeah, sure. Right after my sister, I noticed it like in her face. She was upset, and also I saw like she wanted to yell at me back at me, but like she kind of breathed and just left. So we really haven't talked since then. It's really dumb the fight, but it hurts me not to talk to her.
So what I understand is that you two kind of avoided the whole situation after this little fight.
Yes.
Okay, and how does that work for you?
Well, it does not work really because I really have or had a good relationship with my sister, so we really um, have this feeling of being close to each other. We tell each other everything. We discuss. If we have fights before, but I don't know why in this one we just avoid it, as you said. That's right.
Okay, and how do you think this works for her?
I think it's similar. I think that she kind of decreased the fight because she wanted to say something to me, but she really breathed out and left.
Okay.
So I think she was smart then, but not right now because we should talk.
Mm-hmm. And when you have fights like before,
hmm
how has how had all the situations been?
Well, before we had this um, time to really go to each other and say, "Hey, let's make this thing up. It's I don't like being in a fight with you. Let's talk. Let's deal with it." And yes, we say each other, "I didn't like this. Okay, so how can we change?" I think we've been really good at that, but this time I don't know why. And I don't know what I have this feeling that I don't have the right to go to her to talk. I don't know.
So you're telling me you have this feeling that you don't have the right to talk to her? Can you
Yes.
explain more about that?
I think it's because I was the one that exploded. I was the one that yelled at her and even and said her that she was stupid. So I think it's more shame. Yeah, I think it's guilt that I feel.
Okay, so you're feeling guilty
Yes.
because of this. And do you think maybe your sister is going to talk to you about this anytime? Or how do you think the situation is going to be solved?
Well, I think that as it was a really dumb fight, she will eventually talk to me if I don't do it first. But as I'm telling you, I don't know why I can't go first. I don't know why, but I just feel I can't. So eventually, she will talk to me.
Okay, so you told me you're feeling a little guilty, and how can it be that you're also feeling a little overwhelmed about what can happen in the future, or you're just trying to wait for the moment?
No, I am concerned for the future because maybe in this time my sister she won't get to talk to me, and maybe we don't solve this and we don't get like good again. But hopefully that won't happen. So that's my concern.
Okay, and have you always been maybe like this impulsive with your reactions?
Not really. I think I'm a person that really analyzes the situation and maybe overanalyzes it. So
Overanalyzes?
yes, because I think sometimes I have these reactions that okay, I should consider this, and that. So I think my reactions come really not late, but before. I mean after. So I don't know. I think it goes that way.
And so maybe you always analyze all these things because you're kind of anxious of what could happen if you react some way?
Yes, I think that's really accurate. That's the thing.
Okay. And how has that worked before for you?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad. I think it's
Can you explain?
yes. I think it's a good balance because sometimes it has been like the outcome really good because I consider this and so I had the best result. But there have been another situations where I really got a lot of time to analyze it, and when I decided it was like too late or it was over. So
Okay, and is there any trigger or something that has triggered this behavior this weekend?
well, I've been anxious about university, the fact that I have to graduate, and other things that comes with that. But I also think that in the fight, it was because I was really anxious to get that homework.
At the moment?
Yes, to get it on time and don't have a bad grade. So I think that's why I got that explosive reaction at that time.
Okay, so you're telling me that when you fought on the past, you managed to talk and express your feelings and everything. I know you told me you were feeling a little guilty, but have you thought maybe what approach could you use to talk to her?
Yes, I think I have like this scenario in my head and the dialogues with it, like the perfect scenario. But
Okay.
I find myself like really, I don't know, like stopped by it. But by something I don't know what it is, but I can't
The
get
guilt,
to talk.
the shame you were saying?
Maybe that could be something to consider. Yes, maybe.
Okay. And can you tell me more about this dialogue, this whole scenario you were saying?
Well, in this perfect world, it would be like I would have this strength and all the um, energy to go to talk to my sister, tell her that we need to talk because I don't like to be in this like this. We are really close. I really appreciate her. So, and then give my apologies, and then everything will be back to normal.
Okay, and um, she's very calm when you talk. Like she can listen to what you're saying. How is the whole situation when you usually talk about your fights?
I think she is really calm with it because she recognizes when I want to go to give an apology. But I don't know, I really haven't told her in the past like stupid. So I think that's a big factor to consider because I've never told her things like that.
Okay, and when you fight with, for example, someone else, like someone very important that can be can be relatable with the situation with your sister, how have you Have you experienced this guilt or this shame that you have now?
Yes, I have fight with my best friend, and I also felt this guilt because, well, there was a big confusion there, but yes, I have felt guilt.
Okay, and have you stepped to talk?
Yes, it was a big process to it. With her, we got to, I don't know, it was like partial, in a partial way, because we both at the end felt guilt, and so I started the conversation, then she accepted, and so we kept on this. And it eventually got well.
Okay. Do you consider yourself a calm person or a very anxious person?
I think it depends on the situation, really. But
Like
for example,
how?
yes, right now in the university, I consider myself really anxious.
Okay.
But maybe when I don't have classes, I think I'm a calm person. Yes.
Okay, and are you feeling anxious right now since I've been seeing the whole body movement? Uh,
Um, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yes. 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 Yes.
so tell me more
Definitely.
about it. How are you feeling right now while you talk about this whole situation?
Well, I'm concerned like emotionally because of my sister, but I also have this academic stress because I should be doing homework, I should be reading, I should be studying. So yes,
And you managed to organize yourself with your time and your activities?
yes, I think. But lately, I don't know. I think I've been really overwhelmed because like there's too much to do that I can't do it at the end.
And
Yes.
have you managed to organize yourself before when you have all these activities?
Yes, before I think I was um, more organized with myself. Right now, I think that there's too much that I have to do that I just forget how to organize myself.
Okay, so you're telling me that it has been like kind of easy for you to organize your time and everything, but right now it's like
Yes.
you're in the moment in the university where it's just too hard to
Exactly.
do all the things you gotta do. You have no time for it,
Yes.
and you're feeling a little anxious right now because of the problems and university, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we can work on it.
Thank
Do you
you.
think maybe you can regulate your emotions accurately, or what do you usually do?
Um, Sometimes I feel that breathing helps me, but sometimes it doesn't that well. For example, in that moment, I forgot to breathe,
Uh huh.
so I yelled.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
but usually it's normal. It's easy for you.
Not that easy, but I can get to do it, to resolve it,
Okay,
to calm.
thank you.
Thank you too.